Regional audit firm PKF Kenya has called on the government to review the proposed amendments in the Finance Bill 2023. Speaking during the media address on Wednesday, the 10th of May 2023, the team noted that the turnover tax has existed for a very long time and the proposal to narrow it should be relooked because for small businesses, it may require them to pay taxes at a higher rate. On the other hand, speaking during the launching of the CFAO's Motors Kenya and Dobby, the managing director noted that exchange rates of their imported vehicles are very high. A review of the bill is necessary to give a conducive business environment for investors. Here are the details. Regional audit firm PKF Kenya addressed the media on Wednesday, the 10th of May, on the Finance Bill 2023 in regards to a raft of tax proposals as suggested in the bill.
You'll all note the Finance Bill has so many changes.
The firm decried the implementation of the planned tax regimes and urged Parliament to review the proposed amendments in the bill. The team noted the proposed changes to the turnover tax could also significantly impact small business owners in Kenya. Currently, business with a turnover of up to 1 million Kenyan shillings are eligible for turnover tax, but under the proposed changes, this threshold could be reduced to 500,000 Kenyan shillings. This means that many businesses could end up paying higher taxes, which could put a strain on their finances. Speaking at the briefing, Kevin Chege, the tax and transfer pricing manager, noted that it was high time the government lowered the taxes in order to enhance the tax compliance status.
There has been a school of thought that when you lower the taxes or the tax rate, you tend to enhance the tax compliance status. Now, to that end, there is a proposal to lower the monthly rental income tax, or the tax on rental income from 10% to 7.5%.
So the proposal to actually narrow that net for turnover tax, we think should be relooked, because then what is the encouragement for a small business to come forth and declare taxes when basically if it's turnover of above 15 million, then they'll be required to pay tax at a higher rate. Although they'll be allowed the expenses for the same, but the challenges and the difficulties that comes with having to account for expenses against income is another issue.
On the other hand, speaking during the launching of the CFAO's Motors Kenya and DT Dobby, the managing director noted the exchange rates of the imported vehicles are very high and a review of the bill is necessary to give conducive business environment for investors.
As most of these vehicles are actually imported, the exchange rate is one of the key factors that is really affecting us. And secondly is the money circulation in the market, because this is something that as a company we owed a lot of money. So once that starts coming in and starts flowing, I think the business will then start kicking off. So I think if you ask me, is yes, we need to look and see ways of how we can control the exchange rates, and secondly how we can actually be paid the long outstanding debts that are due.
Kenyans are bracing themselves for a potential financial hit as the government proposes a series of new taxes in the upcoming Finance Bill 2023. While the proposed taxes are intended to expand the country's tax base and raise revenue for the government, they could end up placing a significant burden on ordinary citizens. On the positive side, the National Treasury has proposed to do away with the annual inflation adjustment of excise tax, which could provide some relief to Kenyans already struggling with the rising cost of living. However, the proposed taxes will increase the cost of basic commodities and essential devices, making it more difficult for many Kenyans to make ends meet.